Sizzle thing on. Here we go. Hello, good morning, party people. Gotta push this up a little bit. Good morning, good morning, good morning, party people. How are you? How are things? What's going on? Welcome to Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Good morning. Good morning, Donna. I got us on live chat. Yes. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Rosanna. Good morning, Georgina. Good morning, afternoon, Helen. Good morning, Sydney. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Leanna. Hello, hello, Bridget. Hello, hello. Hello. It's another hot and humid day in Iowa. Oh, 90 degrees. It's raining here. It's been raining all morning. I'm in England. It's 3 p.m. here. Hello. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Lois. Hello. Hello. Oh my goodness. So I was watching online some little videos yesterday. Good morning, PK. And there's this guy I like to watch, and he's from, I don't know where he's from. He's from overseas somewhere. He's got an accent. And he calls everybody Sharon. Everybody is Sharon. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because everybody around here is Carol. He's like, what is it doing, Sharon? What are we doing? And I'm just like, well, Carol, I don't know. Good morning, Randy and Chatters. Good morning, Mary Ann. She says, hi, I'm over here. Hello, hi, good morning. Palmdale, California. Oh, fun. Palmdale. All right, let's get this party started, shall we? I'm not sure where I want this computer screen to be, so we're just going to leave it there for now. I am dressed and I'm going to be a person today. Look at me doing stuff. I have things to do. I got to go to the post office. The bargain bead box bundle, number 5, was beautiful. Number 5. That's the one we're going to watch today, right? Question mark. We are watching on members only today, whatever the new bargain bead box thing is. So I would prefer we don't talk about it because I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised. Although when I was researching what time they were going to do it, people said 3 o'clock. And I was going to make, I've already made like a YouTube reminder thing for the members. And so anyways, I went over there and I did see the cats y'all were talking about. They didn't, I don't think they had any of the other ones left, the other bundles. So if you don't know what we're talking about, apparently it is Bargain Bead Box's 10-year anniversary, and they're putting out a new box every day for 10 days. Is that right? I think that's the goings-ons. I didn't know about it till yesterday either, so if you didn't know, don't feel bad. There's so much to keep up with. Okay, the lights are going crazy. Get out of the way here. There's a tropical disturbance in the Gulf. Oh, no. No, today we'll be watching number 6. Oh, today is number 6. Excuse me. Okay, holy moly. Yeah, I didn't know about it till yesterday either. So apparently they've been launching these new box bundles. And from what I could see on the website, all the other ones were sold out except for the cat one, which I think was number 4. I missed number 5. Gone when I got there. There is only 2 more. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so maybe it's for 8 days? I don't know. I don't know, like, it's something to that effect. Something like that. Anywho, today we are going to do things and stuff. So if you were here yesterday, we designed this necklace. And today, why is this backwards? What's happening right now? Okay, Carol, what's going on? One moment, please. There's been some kind of disturbance in the force. Let's see. Scale. Transform. Vertical. Hey-oh. Okay. Now we're with it. I was like, why is this weird? Why is it always weird? So what happens, you guys, is I shut down my computer, and every time I shut down my computer, something happens. And then I open it back up, and you would think, like, the settings would just be where they are. No. Sometimes they are. And sometimes it's fine. And sometimes it's like, no. We are backwards. Yeah, so here's our design. So if you missed this yesterday, basically what we're going to make is we're going to make a multi-strand, but the second strand is going to be just for looksies. It's actually going to have a hook in the back because I have problems with safety and whatnot. And so here we go. Let's get this part started, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Charlie. Okay, we need some beading wire. Let's start with that. You know, do I have gold beading wire? Question mark. I have antique copper and bone color. That's probably not horrible. I guess I don't have gold. Interesting, interesting. Wire. Beading wire. Hold on. I have this gold, but that's not the gold that I want to use. All of these are antique bronze. Okay, well, I guess we will go with, I'm gonna go with this bone color, I think. Just for funsies. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to go with silver? No, I'm gonna go with this. I don't want to go with silver. Okay, here we go. Let's get our camera under control here. Hey, hey! So I'm gonna go with bone color. Oh, it's literally called bone color. I didn't know that. Okay. Bone color, going with that. And going to start down here at the bottom, work my way up. So let's start with wrapping up this lab and making the pendant. I have number 2 and number 5. I sent you a text last night. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Gonna go with some gold wire. Am I gonna do a fancy hoopla on it or no? I don't know that I want to cause that much chaos. Sometimes you just don't need to cause chaos unless you absolutely want to chaos, then go for it. At this point in the morning with my half cup of coffee, I'm going to say no to chaos. And I'm going to go 22 gauge round. If you're into chaos, no judgment. Go for it. More coffee for me. I'm off to the post today. I got everybody's orders packed. I'm like... It's taken me, so like if you're ordering on Monday, it's taking me like Wednesday. I got done right at the buzzer last night. So here, I went down there and asked them, when does the mail go out? Like, what time do I need to be here, you know, for mail situation? And they said 5. And I was like, okay. But I got done at like 1:45, but in order for me to get in my car and run down there and go through the traffic at 4:30, I wasn't going to make it. So I was like, all right, I'll just go down there in the morning. So it's been taking, like, I'm ready to go in the morning to the post, like by Wednesday. I sent you a text a couple of days ago. Have you had time to read it? Me? You sent me a text? If you sent it to me, I haven't had time to read it. Good morning. All right, so I'm gonna go way down here and make a large loop. Bum, bum, bum. And open it up. Is it thick enough? Ooh, it might not be thick enough. Come on. You can do it. It was not quite thick enough, but I'm in. Now I've got to do some. I've got to do some stuff over here. Come here. I'm just making this into a circle. It wasn't like exactly how I wanted it to go. That's okay. I'm gonna wrap down. Wrapping down around. Messy wrap. Because I can and I want to. Do I want this to move? Question mark. Apparently, I'm trying to be left-handed today again. That happens once in a while. No, I think it's fine. I'm just like, is this where I want it to be? Are you sitting right? Yes, I think you are. Okay, now, I could wrap this right on to the pendant. Am I going to do that? I think, yes, I think I will. I'm going to put one of these guys on for fun. Why not? Should I put something else on there? I'm going to put one of these little teeny tinies on there for stability. Teeny tinies for stability. Okay. So, how big you make this loop is going to depend on, I still want it to be able to move. I'm going to wrap messy up here as well because I wrapped messy on the bottom. Hit this with a little bit of work hardening, if you will. Hey-o. Oh yeah, it's quite good. Don't you hate it when you open a bottle of vitamins and then your hand decides to fling them all over? Yeah. I was just talking about vitamins this morning. I love this colorway. The goldish black is so elegant. Oh, thanks, BK. So obviously this is going to be able to move, which is what we want. Hey, I'm kind of wearing the right shirt a little bit today. So we can, do all this. So, the question is, where do you want this? Do you want this down? Now remember, we're doing a second one. This might have to be down a little bit, but I can't be down too far because I got a little bit of real estate over here. Amount of space. I cannot confirm or deny these events. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's looking good. I like that. All right, on to the next. So now we shall start with the stringing portion of this event. Personal experience. I have to go, that's another thing I have to do today. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see a little more. I got to go get some vitamins, I'm out of vitamins. So I got to go find, I have been going to Walgreens, but now they're telling me there's no Walgreens here, so I got to go to like CVS or something. I might just go to Target. But that's dangerous because that's in the mall. I could be lost in there for a day. Hey, Randy, can you get some more chakra beads? Sure, I'll make a note. Chakra beads. No problems. All right, so we're going in with this soft flex medium. And this part is going to be the same length. What length is it going to be? I don't quite know. I think I'm going to go 20, 20, 20, 22, 22, 20. Maybe I'll go 20 on the string because this is going to be an additional 2 hanging down. And then we'll be able to go 18 on the top one, question mark. You do what you want. I'm going to do this. So we get 22 inches of string. 22, beep. Now, I'm going to cut this in half because we're only going to be using half for each side. You guys, I watched an old episode. It was not episode. I watched Fast and Furious. No, 6 or whatever. Was it 6? Yeah, I think it was 6. Yesterday. And it's just so nostalgic for me because, like, that's when I was a kid, was like when Fast and Furious 1 came out, and everybody, like, I remember this guy in my town, he, like, even made his car look like that one guy's car from the first movie, like the orange car with the guy on the side. You remember that? Anyway, it was a whole thing. And I'm just like, this is so weird. And then I watched them, and I forgot there was so many. Because usually what I do is I go to the theater when they come out. I need some hooba jobbers here. Hooba jobbers are required. These are not the right hooba jobbers. Oh, should we try out these new ones? The new hooba jobbers? Let's try it. These, I have gold. And I better put those back, just flinging things around like they don't matter. I usually watch it in the theater. Wow, Fast and Furious. I know, right? And I usually just go watch it in the theater, and that's like the only time I watch it. Because, you know, they just got so far-fetched. It's just ridiculous. But that's like part of the thing. At this point, that's like part of the draw. Now, I heard, because, you know, Paul Walker died. I heard that they originally signed on to do, was it 10 or 12 movies? Like, this was their goal. And I think they've done 10 now. So they must be going to go to 12, like a total dozen. I'm not sure. And I'm all for it. I'm like, that's great. But yeah, I usually just go watch it in the theater. So then I was watching 6 yesterday. Or whatever. Totally forgot what happened. I was like, oh yeah, this is where they're in Rio and they rob a bank or whatever. No, that's 5. Sorry. They were working with The Rock in some other country. And Letty forgot who she was. Do you guys remember all this? It's crazy town. All right, these are the new crimp tubes. These are from Beauty and the Bead that everybody was carrying on about here a little while ago. I don't know if they still are. We have used them before on the members only channel. If you're not a member and you've not seen these before, let me just show you where you can purchase them real quick, because that's kind of a thing we do here. Let me see. Interwebs. Turn the interwebs on real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Beauty, B-E-A-U-T, and the Bead Shop. Beauty in the Bead Shop. Okay, let me get this link for you. Copy. Actually, let me find the easy crimps. All right, here we go. And then I'll get the link for you. Okay, copy. Here you go. Here you go. I'm gonna put that down here in the hooba jobber. All right, there's a link if you want to check it out. This is from Beauty and the Bead. I believe it was. Here you can see these ones right here. So these are 3mm, 18 karat gold. 18 karat yellow gold plated crimps. Those are the ones that I ordered. So I did order these. Originally, sorry, let me get back over here. Originally, I believe it was Prudence who had won a contest, and she introduced me to Beauty in the Bead. And I ordered these after they had sent me some beads for Prudence winning the contest, because you can like include a friend and then they give you beads. Their beads were really nice. Hello. Anyway, so if you've not seen this is how it works. So this got this little pin on it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around. Use it as like a regular crimp. Bring this down here. Now, assume, I don't know this for sure, but I assume that these were for people who maybe are struggling with the crimping situation. So you get in there, just like a regular crimp. And then we have to decide how much do we want this to move around. I want it to move around, but not too much, okay? And then what we're gonna do, so we just got it in there like a regular crimp. We're just gonna push that pin in with our plier. We're just gonna take this guy, chain nose, and we're going to push the pin in with sheer force. That's what we're doing. I kind of like to hit it a couple of times. What it does is it flattens this pin once it goes in. It doesn't go in like all the way really a lot, but there's going to be a little part on the outside, and if you kind of hit it a couple of times, it's going to like kind of flatten it out a little bit. And so that's what I've been doing. So there you go. That's the new crimp situation. Give this a little trim. And then we're gonna start creating our pattern. Now, I think I do not want to do like a pattern. I want to do like an asymmetrical situation, especially since it's going to be like a wraparound doings, and we got these chips. So it's like, work harder, you know? Don't work harder, work smarter. Don't work harder. When you're using chips, things are going to be out of whack because they're not the same size. So if I try to make like a pattern that's the same, it's likely it won't turn out because they're different sizes, you know? So like, why even bother? If you're into that kind of thing, by all means, chaos. Do what you want. I am not going to do that. I'm too tired for that. Too tired. I do not want to. So here's all my, hey, this one sodalite chip. I got a sodalite chip on mine. That's probably how I ended up with this strand. Hi everybody, good morning. Alrighty, so, you know what I just remembered? We're probably not going to use this whole amount because we're also going to put chain. So that's fine. We'll figure that out when we get there. We'll see how far we go, how far we get. So I'm going to start out with these bumpy spacers. I like that kind of thing. The metal next to this pendant, I think that'll look cute. We got our Golden Sheen Obsidian. We have our hematite. Get that out of here. Ready to rock. You guys, I've been loving those rose quartz ones. I used chips in my necklace yesterday. Oh, fun. I like chips. I know some people, it's a very polarizing situation with the chips. Let me tell you what. Some people like it. Some people just do not like it. And that's okay. I'm going to put these in a little bowl so I don't lose track of what is Golden Sheen and what is, get this out of the way. These guys are just the AAA Rainbow Obsidian. They are a little bit bigger, so I might not confuse them, but just for safety, you know, just for safety. I have all these little strings all over my desk. Okay. Hi. You're lurking? Rosanna's lurking today. She says, I cannot be involved. I'm a lurker today. It's fine. Are you feeling any better, Rosanna? I know you were having some struggles. Alrighty. I'm not overly fond of chips. Coffee is required. 1 second. I'm surprised I've made it thus far throughout this day wearing this white shirt. When I first started, chips scared me, but now I love them. They're scary. Good morning, Tina. All right, so we're just going to jump right into it. And we're just going to make some kind of pattern here. Let's see. Let's do 5 chips. Should we do 5? Should we do 10? There's 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we'll do, let's do one of these little guys. And we'll do a golden sheen. And we'll do another little guy. And we'll do a large black obsidian for fun. Then we go 1 of these guys. Oh, this is actually quite cute. Quite a cute pattern, actually. You just jinxed yourself with the white shirt. Oh no! Let me show you the pattern. Let me get you in there. Get you in there so you can see what's going on. It's quite good. Where am I at? I could continue with that and it'd be quite lovely. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to go to a different one now because it's fun for me. You aren't dressed. You're not wearing jewelry. No, I'm not. I'm not dressed. Well, I'm wearing a bracelet and a watch. I've been getting in on this gold and silver watch, mixed metals. I'm trying, because I wear silver all the time. It's my grandma's ring, and this is my wedding ring, and then I got this bracelet. I really like this bracelet with the snake on it, the Ouroboros. I have a couple of these on my website, and I like that. And then I was like, oh, that doesn't go with this. So then I got this watch on Amazon review. And it's gold and silver, and I was like, oh, maybe I could be doing that. I love chips. I cannot wear white. We'll have some kind of stain on it within the first 10 minutes. Yeah, well, that's why I said I'm surprised I've made it this far. But now, I guess, according to Rosanna, I just jinxed myself. She's probably not wrong. Your butterfly necklace is mixed metal. Yes, it is, Rosanna. It is. I also got another one from, who did I get the other one from? Give me a minute. She's not here anymore, or I don't see her too often. Maybe she's lurking. I don't know. What's her name? Cindy Ellison. Cindy, paging Cindy Ellison. If you're in the house, speak up. Where you been at, girl? What's going on? Okay, so I'm going to make a new pattern now. Good morning, Martha. Yeah? Is there any stuff that you guys are still scared of? Oh, I may have missed the video, Rosanna, but I did see your photos you posted in the group. I didn't click in because I was walking Lily and I was doing stuff, but I did see that big chunky monkey necklace you made, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty. And I just thought of that because sometimes people are scared of chunky monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go to 10. Hello? Is there a hole in here? 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi, Brandy. 10. Good morning, Gloria. I specifically made it mixed metal because I knew that you loved silver and the second butterfly was gold. Yeah! Thank you. I appreciate that. So now I've gone from 5 to 10. And I think I'll go this way. I'll put a little gold here. And then I'll do this guy. I have the little small one. These guys. You see, that was not as fun as the first one, but that's not the point, is it? No. So now we're going to change it again. Now, one, two, three. Little spacey guy. Obsidian. Do some more chippies. 2, 3. Let's see these guys. One of these guys. And I gotta remember to not go all the way to the end because we have to put chain on still. Let's see. These guys. And I think since I started with these bumpies, ooh, I gotta make sure. Oh no, because I'm not doing, I was gonna say, I gotta make sure I have bumpies for the other side. That's not true because we're not doing a matchy match. We're doing an asymmetrical. So I'll put a few on. I'll do this one. Do this little guy. Boop. And this one. And then one of these for fun. All right. So technically, I got three different little patterns going on here. I do like this first one. Very nice. Second one, meh. Third one, it's okay. I liked it with 1, 2, 3 and then spacer. That's pretty cute. So, good morning. Hey Randy, how do I find my bingo money? If you got bingo money, Martha, you just log into your account and on Thunderhorse Descendant. So, oh whoops, pushing buttons. So you're gonna go to the website, thunderhorsedescendant.biz, and right here you're gonna log into this little person. So you're gonna say sign me in, and it's gonna come up right here and it's gonna say use your email and your password. If you don't remember your password, you can say forgot password, and then I'll send you an email to reset your password. Okay, and then once you get logged in, what will happen is when you put things in your cart and you go to the cart, it'll be listed. Well, I don't have any things in my cart right now. Let me put something in my cart. I'll put these smoky quartz in my cart. It says view your cart. So if you had, you were signed in and you had monies, it would be listed here where all the monies is listed, and it'll say you're using X amount of credits. So that's credits are different than coupons. You don't have to put in a code or anything. They're just going to automatically pop up when you're signed into your account. You should always sign into your account when you go to Thunderhorse Descendant, because you guys know that I return additional shipping money. So you may have money on your account that you don't know about, because I don't have time to be sending emails saying, hey, I put $2 on your account. I don't got time for that. So I just put it on there. Hi Joanne, good morning. I love the chippies in the necklace. I never know how to incorporate them without the shape getting all wonkety boo. Well, that's why I'm creating not a symmetrical pattern. I'm doing an asymmetrical situation. So I've just taken that out of the equation right from the jump. Okay, so now I gotta zoom out just a smidgy, a little more. So now, originally we cut this to be 22 inches, but now we're gonna add chain. I think that's okay because then we can deal with the chain and not have to deal with the other stuff, which will make it easier because then you don't have to measure as much things, you know. So here's my chain. This is Bead-A-Lawn chain. If you got the mystery boxes, you might have gotten some of this cable chain, right? Yeah. Or the, yeah. What's this one? It's cable chain, right? Yeah. I can never remember the names of all the chain. Or is this one called the filigree chain or whatever? I don't know. It's the one that looks like the extenders. Where's my cutter? Oh, I took it over there because I was cutting chains for the order yesterday. We have stainless steel chains on the website. Who knocked over all my stuff? Bunsen. I bet it was Bunsen. I just walked on the other side of the desk. There's 6 tubs of beads spilled on the floor. Figaro. Figaro? Is that what it's called? Okay. So, any hootie, we're going to cut it. So we have these chains we're selling online, and it's, of course, I had to use my junk cutter over there to pack them up or whatever, because you don't want to use your good cutters for that. This feels like twisted. Can you get it together, please? All right, now, did I take out more of those crimp tubes, or am I? No, they're still in here. Okay, so now we're going to finish with this. Another one of these crimpy tubes. I'm going to crimp right on to the chain. I just cut some length of chain. I don't know. We're going to have to trim it once we get everything all together. So I'm not worried about that right now. And if you're like, well, what if you're wasting chain? I'm not. I use my little scraps of chain for all the things that I do. No worries on that front. So, okay, this crimp is a little, I don't know if like the little peg is in there a little bit more than normal or what's happening. It seems a little tight where the other one did not, but that's, I think, to be expected with these little guys. So now, with chippies, you really want to get, hi Kathy, good morning. Good morning, good morning. You really want to get gravity involved a lot because the chippies, as we know, move around, and then if you leave too much space, you could really end up where it's looking kind of bad up here. So I like to really get involved with that because, you know, things are going to happen. Oh, don't pull your chain like that. Don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. Get in there. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I'll fix it. I like to go through a couple of beads on the bottom here. What do you guys feel? Do you feel doing the chippies is like you should leave a little bit extra more space, or you feel like you should leave it tighter, like when you do the crimp? How do you feel about it? So once you got the perfect spot going on, we're just going to push this peg in like we did the other one. With the chain nose. And you know how I'm always like, don't Hercules it. This is where you do the Hercules. This is it. If you've been looking for a place to do the Hercules, here you go. Get in there. Trim this. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. Tighter so you don't get gaps. I'll leave more space. The pendant is lovely on this as well. Oh, thank you, Joanne. True enough, true enough. Yes. Oh, they want to know if Gloria got flooding. Did you get flooded? My basement is flooded, water to ankles. We even had to pump it. Call 911 for the fire department. Oh my goodness. I hope that's all getting fixed up. I'm loving this. I need to know the answer to the chippy question. I'm unsure. What's the chippy question? The pendant is lovely. Cool idea. Good morning. What's the chippy question? Oh, you mean like, do you leave extra space, or do you put more tension? Honestly, my personal opinion is you put a little more tension, because these have a tendency to flip around, especially if given the opportunity. They're going to have a tendency to flip around and get whatever, and then they're going to have less, you're going to get more space up at the top. But I always like really get in there and go like this and all that, so that it doesn't, so you can work all that out. So there's the one side. Now keep in mind, we're doing a multi-strand. Oh, there we go. And we're doing a fake front with this toggle clasp. So before we get into the second strand, I'm going to start over here. Yeah, that's the one. So I will say I'm into it. I'm into it. Here's my question with these crimps. My question is aren't you damaging the wire, like when you're putting this tube in there? Because if you think about it, so this little piece of metal is going into the tube where the wire is, and I'm like, okay, is it damaging the wire? You know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? I don't know. And I don't know the answer to that either. I don't know if there's enough. I don't know what the product testing situation is. I have no statistics. No answers. I'm just winging it over here per the usual. So like again, this one is pretty tight. Trying to get both sides in there. It kind of depends on, because sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. And I think we all know when you get into a situation with your soft flex, you don't want to do that. I'll tell you that much for free. You don't want to pull it too tight, because you'll make like a curlicue and then it'll be a problem. So don't pull it tight when it's in this situation. Like fast. Don't pull it fast. My chips. I'm always disappointed. Oh no! I guess we'll find out in due time. All crimpers damage the wire to a degree. It is the digging in that holds it in place. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rosanna. Had the Roto-Rooter out yesterday to find a way to drain the flooding. They used the camera to show me the drain pipes under the driveway is broken. Oh no. $10,000 repair. Oh, do you know how many necklaces you're going to have to sell, Gloria? You better put in a link. Put in a link to your website so we can go order, so you can get your damn pipes fixed. Put the link in there so we can find your Etsy store. It's a lot of necklaces, I'll tell you what. That's too tight. I got to back up a little bit. Oh, okay. Get it together over here. And here we go. Squish Hercules. Oh. Randy. It is. It's a lot of necklaces. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. We can't make purchases if we don't know where to go. Okay, we're in there. That one was kind of little. I don't know. I mean, they say it's fine, so I'm going with it. Damn drain pipes. I know, right? Okay, now over here, I do want to do this gold situation a little bit, because I like that one. I only got 4, so I'm only going to do 2 question mark. Because again, we're making an asymmetrical. Now, if you didn't want to make an asymmetrical, you don't have to. That's up to you. I'm a crazy person, chaos and whatnot. So, you do you. I'm just going to maybe put in a couple of these guys. I'm tardy to the party. That's okay. You're never late to a Thunderhorse Descendant doings. Half the time you don't know if I'm going to be on time anyways. Hey, everybody. Hi. Wow, 10,000. Maybe get a second quote. I mean, I don't know. It seems pretty legit for drainage pipes. I just get mine snaked and it's like $400. Good morning, Maisha. Randy knows all about flooded basements. Yeah, I know. I know how many necklaces it takes. I know exactly how many necklaces it takes to fix a flooded basement. I sure do. That's why mine is still not quite all the way fixed. All right. So now, again, asymmetrical business. I might not even do as many beads on this side as I'm going to do chain, but we'll see. I think I got to do as many beads because otherwise it's going to be, you know how you can do too much? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you got to know when to stop. It might be one of those situations, but we'll see. I want to embrace the asymmetrical. Yeah, just do it, Joanne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're just going to do a little pattern over here of our choosing. We're going to go one of these guys. These guys. 1, 2, 3. These guys. Yeah. Excuse me. You guys, I'm so excited. Before I go do all my running around today, I have to eat my leftovers from dinner last night, and we got Indian food from clay oven. So good. So good. Okay, so that's going to be my first little design. I like it. My first little pattern. In my area, Roto-Rooter is more expensive than local plumbers. I will get more quotes for sure. How are the sales going on your house? I'm sure the sales would be going fine if Jefferson had it on the market. I think she had them do it. I love asymmetrical jewelry. Not fond of chips, however. Bargain Bead Box seems to give them to us, and I have a stash. Yeah, I assume that's probably for price point, because chippies aren't really that expensive. I think these labs are like, what, $6? But you still get the lab, you know? I think it's like one of those situations where if you want the meaning of the necklace, like if you guys are just joining and you haven't been involved in this necklace, we have a whole situation here utilizing the lab and the Golden Sheen Obsidian for protection. And so basically this is saying that we can do both. We can be open-hearted and protected, and we can do dreaming and stand your ground at the same time. So that's why we called this necklace Light and Shadow. We talked about this little reading yesterday in the live. Why do you guys have ducks in front of your names? Chips are residual from making beads. Yeah. So I guess we could feel good about that, right? We're utilizing all the beads. I think I need to put a bigger one here. They look great in the design. You could control the wonkiness. I know, right? The ducks are for being members. I love ducks. Yes, the ducks are for being members. So people who have ducks next to their name, and you'll notice the ducks are different. They have different outfits on. They are paying members of the channel, which means that they have joined up and they pay $9.99 a month. And they get their own live on Wednesdays, and they get their personal sales, and they get their own little stuff. Today we're going to do a watch party of the Bargain Bead Box at 3 o'clock. They get to play bingo. They get just like little perks and stuff. If you click down here, it'll tell you join, and if you push that, it'll tell you all what they get. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we give them ducks because of the ducky race. Now, you don't have to be a member to be involved in the ducky race. The ducky race is how we pick the winner of the Found Objects Challenge, and anybody is welcome to do the Found Objects Challenge. It is a monthly challenge that we do. You just order the challenge from the website, and then you make something. You get a bag of stuff. It's a random bag of stuff. All the stuffs are different, and then we just have to identify one thing that you got in your bag and one thing in your beading, and then you get a duck, and then you get a chance to win $50 worth of beads, a bead book, and a free entry into the next one. It's quite fun. It's a way for our community to stay connected. This side is quite good. I like it. I'm going to do chippies. Do more chippies. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see where we're at here as lengthwise. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on over here at the Thunder House. Oh, we're at the Thunder Flat. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to definitely have a local plumber do the work. Supporting small businesses. Yes. Charlie loves Indian food as well. Yes. Interestingly enough, I don't know if this, I don't know the answer to this. Maybe you guys know. I've only ever had vegetarian Indian food. And then when I moved here, we had, this Indian food place has like meat in there. It's not vegetarian. So I found it very interesting. I don't know if there's different parts where like people are vegetarian and they do just vegetarian food in India. And then it's like other parts where they do meat. Or if it's always like that. I don't know. I didn't look into it, I guess. Good morning, Rosemary. I ordered the challenge. I'm just waiting for it. Oh, yay. Okay, so when you get your challenge, Maisha, you're going to take a photo of what you got in your bag. So you can just like unbag it and then like take a little picture. And then you just keep that picture, and then, or you can post it in the Facebook group if you want to. And then when you make your item, then you post those two pictures together, like a before and after type of situation. And then that's how you get a ducky. It doesn't matter what you make. You can make whatever you want. There's no rules. We ain't about rules over here, obviously. Cows are considered sacred in India, particularly in Hinduism, where their symbol is purity, motherhood, and nonviolence. Yes, which is why, PK, but there are parts of India that are not Hindu, right? So I'm thinking maybe that is the situation. It's a religious situation. I don't know. All the Indian food places I've ever been to have been vegetarian. So I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. But they had lamb, and we had gotten some lamb naan, which is like a bread with lamb in it. It wasn't very good. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, I don't care for this. And then we got this really good, I can't remember what it's called, but it's cauliflower. And it's got like, it kind of looks like a sweet and sour chicken would look. It kind of tastes like sweet and sour chicken. But it's cauliflower, which is really good. Yeah, we got some other things too. We got all kinds of different things. We've been trying different things on the menu. That's a thing me and Jeff like to do. We like to try different things. So I got to go a little more here. As you can see, I'm not doing the same pattern. I'm fine with it. But I got to go a little more because I do want to have the same amount, I think, on this side. I got to get in line with myself too, because I might need a little more than I think I do. Maybe like 1.5 inches or so. Okay. So we're going to do a little more. Various surveys over the years showed that the estimated percentage of the vegetarian population is anywhere between 23% and 37%. Really? I thought it would be more than that. Is that worldwide, or is that just in India? India has the highest number of vegetarians in the world. Oh, okay, sorry, I missed the first one. 400 million people. That makes sense. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, over here we tend to learn things. I am doing pretty good, Dorothy. My doctor removed the heart monitor on Monday, and now I'm waiting game for the doctor to read the report. Oh, well, we're wishing good things, Rose. At least they're going to have the information, and they could tell us what the H is going on. Our Indian food places have meat. Just beef, though. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this place has chicken, lamb, and seafood, which I thought was kind of weird. Which made me think, like, maybe that's just kind of like a North Dakota twist situation. Again, back to religious beliefs and all that. And so, I don't know. I have not researched. But from what PK is saying, I'm thinking that it's mostly vegetarian. I didn't have a reaction to the tape. Itched and I got small welts. Oh, I had a reaction to the tape. Oh, yeah. I always get that too, Rose. You know, it's really problematic. I think that's mostly because of my urticaria, though. Okay. I'm thinking we're good. I'm going to put on the chain. I meant no beef. Oh. Well, Gloria, what do they do in New York? Are they vegetarian in New York at the Indian place? I'm thinking New York will know, right? Like, probably have to cater to U.S. taste. That's what that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking more of like an authentic is maybe vegetarian. What a beautiful necklace, Randy. Thank you. Hi, Kathy. Heather and I both have problems with tape as well. Yeah. The tape is really problematic. Ooh. Okay, so we're using another one of these crimpies, and we're just going to get the end of our chain here. They have chicken dishes and lamb dishes. Okay. All right, you. Get in there. Okay, so we're just going to bring this up. See, I pulled that one fast and it's already trying to go curly cute. Gotta look out for that. Alright, and then we're going to get in here and get involved with chips. To give us what we want. And then I'm going to squish. Had any of the butter chicken is yummy. That's so far been my favorite thing on the menu, Gloria. The butter chicken and then pretty much all the breads except for the lamb one I had yesterday. I didn't care for that one very much. They also gave me a green sauce for what I would consider to be kind of like hush puppy type situation, and it was like it was green and it was like blended up veggies that you would use as a dip. I didn't particularly care for that either. Neither did Jeff. He was like, I think you can just get rid of this. But they gave us like 4 other dips that were really good. There was like a sweet and spicy one, and then just like a sweet one, and then the tiki sauce or whatever it is, the white one. That one's always good. Making myself hungry. What is butter chicken? It's amazing chicken. You should try it. It's amazing. You can order it from the Indian restaurant. Oh! Okay, Houston. I just held it up, and I don't know if our crimp gave out. The chain came off. This appears to be in there. Maybe it's the chain side. Okay, this looks to be open a little bit. All right, let's. Nobody panic. Remember not to panic. Okay, let's get that a little open and put it back. Get in here with my eyeballs. I couldn't see very good. Okay. It's squished. Let's check the other side. Let's make sure this is good to go. Bead on. Okay. That seems good. So here's our first. This was being a little bit funky. Here's our first situation. Trying to get it all in here for you so you can see. All right, so this is the first part of the necklace. Now you could just, you're making me hungry. I know, I always make myself hungry when we're on here. You could just leave it like this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna hold it up like this. We're gonna make sure it's even, and we're just gonna take our little cutter and we're just gonna cut this. Now you're gonna put your on your clasp or your whatever, and you could have this. Just be your necklace if you want. You could just stop here. But we are going to do one of these numbers. This is what we're trying to design. So thus far we've got this part, and now tomorrow probably we will work on this part here. So this is going to be like the false pendant part. So I've got this toggle clasp because we're actually going to have our clasp back here, and then this is going to be a false toggle situation like so, that we will have to put our beads on like this, you know. And then we said these are going to go up to here, and they're going to connect with the chain that's on top. So that's going to be the situation. And when we get to this, we'll see if it's going to actually stay there, or if we're going to need to like do some kind of something to make it stay there closed like that. Because I'm assuming with toggle clasps, which is one of the reasons I struggle with them, is because when they're given slack, sometimes they can come open. You know what I mean? But, you know, this part that we're always trying to avoid, where we're like, oh, don't put too big of a bead next to it because you won't be able to get it through. Maybe we'll put big beads so that it can't come undone. You know what I mean? Like one of these bad boys, or a couple of them. Something to that effect. We'll reverse engineer our problems. If that don't work, we'll just put jump ring around it so it can't come up. But anyways, that's the goings-ons here. But like I said, you could just leave it just like the first one. This is strange, but I have never had real Indian food. Only the Jamaicans call Indian food like roti and curry. I've had like genuine Jamaican food in Minneapolis. I'm going to show you how this looks on me. And I will say there are some parts of the Jamaican food that I really like and some that I don't. But I'm not a big fan of like jerk chicken and stuff like that. I don't like jerk seasonings. So that's probably part of it. So this is what our first strand is looking like. Yeah, they have like a whole, if you ever go to Minneapolis downtown, they have like a whole like place that serves authentic Jamaican food. It's pretty cool. And you know which one's there because they fly their flags outside. Yeah, I really like this. This would be good as just like one. I'm just holding it because I don't have a pendant or a clippy on it yet. But yeah, it's going to be good, I think. I'm liking this style. I'm liking the pendants with the circle and the chips. I'm liking that a lot. That might be something to keep for your razzle dazzle. If you have chips, even if you don't like the rest of it or whatever, if you have chips, the style of this necklace is quite good in my personal opinion. As far as like this circle, you have a pendant of some sort down here, and then you could just do like all chips. That could be cute. And then I do like it with the chain on top. Like you wouldn't have to do this much chips depending on the size. You could do smaller amount and then do this chain. Because this chain, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like to use this chain for charm bracelets and stuff. I don't generally use it in a necklace, but I'm liking it here. So that's good. That is something to keep for the Razzle Dazzle Bank. And then we're using our new crimps again. I did share this link in the chat if you're just joining or you're watching in the replay. To Beauty in the Bead. These are on there if you want to give those a whirl. The rest of this can be found at Thunderhorse Descendant, including the pendant and all the beads, except for the chain, which is Beadalon. So there we go. We will work on the rest of it tomorrow. Some of you I'm going to see this afternoon for the members only. And for the members only at 3 o'clock, we are going to be doing a watch party. And we're going to watch the new Bargain Bead Box bundle drop, or whatever they're doing. The sneak peek video she does. So we're going to watch that, and we're going to give our thoughts and opinions in the members only if you want to join us. If you don't know what that means, basically you'll just come to Thunderhorse Descendant to watch the video, and then I'll play it on my internet screen like this, and then we'll be all able to watch it together, and we can make comments, you know, that kind of thing. We did do another watch party. What was it, a couple weeks ago? We watched something else. Oh, the companion bundle. That's the one we watched, and then we had to wait till Friday to order, but we ordered it for not Sunken Treasure. Tides. Twisted Tides. What was the name of it? The last one. The June. The ocean one. That one. The weight of the chain matches the weight of the beads. Yes, I agree. I did like yesterday's bundle. I don't think I saw that. Is that the cat one? I didn't see any of the other ones. I just saw the cat one. It looks great. Tranquil Tides. Thank you, Rosanna. You may want to make the inner necklace removable. You could also do that. Maybe that's something we'll look at tomorrow and see if that's something that we want to do. Up to us. We're going to call that a design choice. I'm always teasing Jefferson, telling him about my design choices. I'm like, oh yeah, that was a design choice. I'm like, oh, I have 6 boxes stacked up in the middle of my living room. That's a design choice. Depends on where you go. It tastes the same in some New York restaurants. Hi, Randy. This is pretty. I pulled mine out a couple days ago. I purchased the small one. Oh, the little lab? The little small lab? I gotta get some more of these labs. They've really been selling good, and they're quite good for the price point, honestly. I mean, with the flash and stuff. I gotta get some more of those. I'll ask Amber. See what they got at the store. But yeah. They also do come with pinch bails. I always just take mine off because I'm not a fan of the pinch bail. I will need to watch tomorrow on the replay because I am off to the office tomorrow. Okay. Okay, Brandy, we hope you have a wonderful day. I like it thus far. All right, you guys, I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day today. If you want to, please feel free to go to the Facebook group and post whatever you're working on in there. Hashtag what's on my mat today. Let me know if you order Indian food. I'm going to go to the post office and go drop off all your packages, and then I'm going to come back. I am excited today. Before we do the the watch party, I'm going to separate the stuff out into weeks for the Golden Horizon category that we're going to start pretty soon, next week, I think. So I'm going to sort those things out. I might do a few more items. We've been doing only like 10 because I was moving. So we might do a few more, but I'm not sure how many. So I'm going to work on that today. And I have a bunch of restock items that sold out right away that I have to sort, package, and then list. So I'm going to work on that today as well. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a lovely day. And I'll see you tomorrow.